All right. So the war on women that Rand Paul has been talking about, I have to tell you, I really like, because finally somebody is saying it. Hey, how can we be the ones that are having a war on women as conservatives when we're not saying you have to make a certain choice? We're saying you can go out and be in the business community, you can run anything you want, and you can also be the CEO of the house. You can stay home with your kids. You can do whatever it is you want. How is that a war on women where the left says, oh, you're choosing that? That's a war on women. How are we the ones war on women when half of the babies that are aborted would grow up to be women? How is that? And I'm so sick of people like Barbara Walters talking about the war on women when she is defending people like Woody Allen, where there's just no way that you can give Woody Allen the benefit of the doubt. Doesn't mean you convict him, but honestly, if Woody Allen is coming over and you have an 8-year-old daughter, are you leaving Woody Allen alone with your 8-year-old daughter? No. No way. No way. How can you still treat Bill Clinton as a sex symbol when you know he's a serial philanderer? Now, I don't know about the Sizemore thing. I mean, were you lying to me then or are you lying to me now?
He says he was lying to you then.
Yeah, I know.
But then again, if he was lying to you now, that's what he'd say.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I was thinking about it, and I think you're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to know. It sounds...
You know the fires of hell. As soon as he said it, the fires of hell came down on him.
Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine?
And so it would be understandable for him to say, I made that up in a drunken stupor, as he had made the admission as he denied, ever knowing anything about Bill Clinton and Elizabeth Hurley.
Play the audio. This is the drunken stupor audio. They say he was in a drunken stupor. Listen.
So I take my phone out, and I thought for a second, I went, maybe I should ask her if I can give it. He gave me a look, a withering look. He went, you dumb. I'm not, look, he made it funny for me. He went, what do you call himself? I'm the commander-in-chief. Yeah. I'm the commander-in-chief of the United States of America. The buck stops here. Give me your number right now. This makes it all different if I give it to him, and it makes it more intimate. And I gave him the number, and he punched it in his phone, and he called her right in front of me. He went, let's hope she picks up. It was like that, and just like a kid would, just like a man would go. She picks up, and he goes, like we're friends. He goes, Elizabeth, this is your commander-in-chief. I'm not you.
I mean, the way he tells it sounds pretty...
It doesn't sound like the people around him even believe it, though. So, anyway, so now he comes out and he says this.
No, it's not true. I was never at the White House, and I never met Bill Clinton.
Have you ever been to the White House at all?
I went to a screening of Black Hawk Down, but it wasn't in the White House. It was at a theater near the White House. But I've never been to the White House to meet our president, any president.
So there you go.
Now, there would have been a time when
his lawyer's sitting next to him when he's saying that, by the way. So, I mean, that he's been threatened with lawsuits, maybe from the Clintons, certainly from Elizabeth Hurley. I'll bet you he had to make that denial.
Though, I mean,
whether it's true or not.
He had to.
He didn't intend for that to be public, though. How can he be sued over it? I mean, if someone records you and you don't know necessarally what's going on and you say something...
I have no idea.
Either way, don't you think the Clintons, with Hillary's potential presidential run, they don't need that? They're going to scare the hell out of him either way.
Stu was saying in the morning meeting before we went on, he was talking about Hillary and how Hillary, she may not be the one... that actually gets the nomination, even though she is 40 points ahead. And he said, look, she was way ahead at this time last time
in 2008. Yeah,
but Barack Obama was the key. That was an orchestrated takeout. That was not. I mean, Barack Obama had that natural momentum, but I really truly believe the Clinton machine was called off. The Clinton machine was called off. Remember. She was right there at the end in Las Vegas and was like, okay, you know what? We're in the boat. We're in his boat. Mm-hmm. That was called off. She's not going to call it off this time.
No, it's your last chance.
Right. They called it off because, look, I'm telling you, with everything in me, I believe a deal was made. I believe a Soros meeting happened. And look, Center of American Progress, this guy will be clear sailing. He's going to get all of the health care done. He's going to get everything. Then your turn. And you will get the turn next, and you will just finish it off. But by that time, it will be so late that there will be no stopping it anyway. So you'll be the first president of the new United States. He's going to fundamentally transform it. I know this is Hollywood script writing, but this is an easy one to buy into. So if you think that she's going to actually not be the candidate, remember, the Democratic Party is no different than the GOP. They have their little person that they have chosen has played dutifully well and everything. Okay, it's your turn. It's her turn. And you don't screw with the Clintons. Don't screw with the Clintons. So it's going to be her. And there's a lot of Democrats. This is really good news. There are a lot of Democrats that don't like her. There's a lot of Democrats that are like, I don't want another Clinton. And there will be a lot of Democrats that might even like her that are like, okay, we've had enough. We've had enough. It's like us. I've had enough of the Bushes. I don't want Jeb Bush. I don't want Neil Bush. I don't want, what's his name, Joe P. Bush. I don't want any of the Bushes.
I don't even want Tito, Marlon, or Jermaine Bush. None of them.
I don't want any of them. And I really think that the Democrats might be exactly the same way. And if you have a constitutionalist, not a Republican, but a constitutionalist that is like, hey, this NSA stuff is really spooky. What they're doing on spying on people with the IRS, really spooky. We don't want to go that. You win.
So
you win.
So when another story surfaces about Bill Clinton philandering with women, that's the last thing they need out there. Even 2 years away from the race, they want to squash this right now. I'll bet you, the fires of hell came down.
Oh, you can guarantee the fires of hell came down. By the way, there is the unbridled liberty.